Welcome to My Words Are My Voice, the unspoken words from non-speaking or minimally speaking individuals within the autism community. My name is Rich. I'm just a dad and happen to have a New York accent. The words you'll be listening to come from writings from smart, intelligent, and insightful individuals who point one letter at a time on a letterboard, a stencil board, a keyboard, iPad, or any other type of electronic device. And these individuals who have this ability to communicate, simply put, need to be respected and recognized for who they truly are, smart and intelligent. And we need to honor that. And when we do, this world becomes a far better place. Welcome back, all. This episode is all about freedom of speech, which happens to be a key provision within the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. This fundamental and basic right, freedom of speech, does not exist today for so many individuals with disabilities. However, that could change, as New York State could be the very first state within our country to change that. That is, should the New York State senators and governor sign off on what the New York State Assembly has already voted on and unanimously passed back in June of 2025. So for the next 9 minutes, take a listen to what freedom of speech means to non-speaking individuals. But a quick fact before we get into our writings, and this is worth repeating. There are over 31 million non-speaking individuals worldwide within a total population of over 70 million. On to our writings. First up is 19-year-old Alton Grubbs from Tucson, Arizona. And working with his mom as his communication partner, he taps out on the travel-sized letterboard the following information. Freedom of speech is essential to a strong democracy. This right is being denied to so many brilliant minds who don't speak in the usual way. These nuanced voices can be extremely bold and are holding on to fruitful new ideas. These voices hold as much value as everyone's. Now, there is an important statute being considered in New York that would allow non-speaking individuals to communicate using other means of vocalization. This should be a non-issue. It is a basic right. My voice cannot kindle a flame without my letterboard. This country deserves and needs a firestorm. Non-speaking voices are kind, empathetic, patient, responsible, thoughtful, and loving. But we are also pragmatic, strategic, and eloquent. I want strong voices to be treated as intelligent and worth the grueling fight. I desire so solemnly that this vote favors inclusivity for everyone. I gander a wind may ripple into other states. Non-speakers will be heard, and it will be loud. Thanks, Alton, and welcome back, and how eloquently stated. Thanks again. Next up is my son Richie, working with his communication partner and tapping one letter at a time on the letterboard, which actually took him about 20 minutes. He writes the following. Freedom of speech begins with systems getting set up, giving everyone a chance to communicate. All people deserve to be heard. America is home of the free. Americans all have a mighty power in this country, a mighty power to let our leaders know how we want this country to run. I speak with a letterboard, and I have the same power as others with the ability to speak. My words are no less important. History is slow to learn. I hope now that it will. Thanks, Richie, and I share your hope as well. Next, and back once again, is 29-year-old Gianna, and working with her communication partner and tapping one letter at a time on the letterboard. She writes the following: freedom of speech. Communication for hearing how people feel always gives hope to someone without a voice. Losing your voice means you lose hope that you can tell what you need to make your life better. Back when I could not communicate, I found myself angry and scared, never knowing if I would be able to find the voice to talk to my family. Now, I'm able to tell them I love them. Listen when I say everyone deserves a voice. A letterboard is only a different way of speaking. Freedom of speech is for everyone. Thanks, G. And I'm sure the majority of people agree with you that everyone deserves a voice. Next up is my man, Nick Barry, and working with his communication partner, Miranda, from Reach Every Voice in Maryland, he taps out the following: freedom of speech is a tricky topic for me. I am a passionate, intelligent, young adult who types to communicate. My speech is unreliable. My thoughts and ideas should matter just as much as a speaking person. Hundreds of thousands of text messages and emails are sent every day. I bet you, as a listener, communicate that way. So I ask you to rethink your judgment about me. My typing, my thoughts is right and just. Freedom to communicate is a basic right. I feel free when I am heard. Thanks, Nick, and welcome back to the podcast. And I absolutely love your passion and your message. Thank you. Our last writing comes from 16-year-old Miller LaFoon from Arkansas, and working with his mom as his communication partner, he taps out on the letterboard the following: I am a human, and I have the right to communicate. I can't communicate the same way as most people, but so what? I communicate by spelling. I am a smart and loving guy and have a lot to share. I am a writer. I write stories and poetry. I love to ask thoughtful, provoking questions and hear all thoughts. I'm a small person in a big world, but small people have done big things. I'm going to be a songwriter, and I'm going to be an author of a series that I'm in the process of writing now. I'm a friend that shares interesting and meaningful conversations with other spellers, and I love it. I love sharing my creative thoughts, but I also can share if my feelings have been hurt or if I am in pain. I had an eye exam and I used my letterboard. I don't need glasses. I recently shared that I felt sad that my grandpa is now needing to be on oxygen to breathe. My best friend said to think of his oxygen as a letterboard. I can't breathe without communication. I'm trapped and I'm breathless. I love the comparison, a simple comparison, but how profound. I seem to believe that a world where anyone is denied communication is a world that isn't a loving place. I see love all over, and I know that this bill will pass in every state, in every country, and one day all will have access to a meaningful method of communication. I share this to open minds, to change hearts, and to beg all to make this a movement that can't be stopped. When individuals come together, small becomes big. A small flame can create an explosion. My heart burns for this movement. I am a human, and I have the right to communicate. Thanks, Miller, and welcome back, and thanks for taking a big breath to share your thoughts and optimism on the letterboard. I too believe the bill will pass and have a positive impact on so many worldwide. Thanks so much. In closing, the ask is that each and every one of you please support this community and their basic human right to speak. To do that, all you need to do is reach out to your local representative and send a letter or an email with your full contact information, which would include your home address, and ask them to support the Communication Bill of Rights for Individuals with Disabilities, Bill A7363. If you live in any other state, please educate your local representatives and reference this bill. As I've stated so many times, this world truly becomes a better place when we listen to these individuals. That's it. Till next time. Bye bye.